Hi guys, it's your girl EvaStormXox. I just finished my dental appointment, so my teeth are nice and shiny again. No cavities for me, so that's always nice. Just heading from Burnaby off to New West now. I'm gonna hit the gym, get a workout program in. I've actually reformatted the program to avoid any kind of shoulder injury or using my ankle too much. So starting a new program now. I did a 5-day program and I'll just kind of keep at this for a few weeks, see how it goes, hopefully manage my shoulder pain and my ankle pain. So stay tuned guys, we'll catch you in the gym. Bye.
Alright guys, so we're going to talk about how to achieve flexibility by only doing 5 to 10 minutes of stretching daily in the gym. I know it's not everybody's favorite part, so at least getting some stretching is really important. I truly believe that in order to actually become more flexible, it's really all about your consistency and your timing. I always start my workout with some, stretching, and again, I always finish my workout with stretching as well if I have the time. It's actually really important to do your cool down properly after a workout, but on days that I rush to work, sometimes I've missed it, and it's just important that somewhere in your day you definitely stretch it out. You're going to want to start by performing dynamic stretches as part of the warm-up and focus on targeted static stretches after your workout. That way your muscles are warm and more pliable. Foam rolling can also be incorporated before or even after your workout. So pre-workout, your dynamic stretching and foam rolling. Before you begin your main workout, the goal is to warm up your muscles and improve blood flow, not hold deep stretches. So starting with foam rolling, you want to do it for 1 to 2 minutes. You're going to roll out major muscle groups like your calves, quads, and upper back to help loosen your muscles and tight tissues and prepare them for movement. Then begin your dynamic stretches, so 3 to 5 minutes. Move continuously through a range of motion. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions of each exercise or perform them for 30 to 60 seconds. You can start with leg swings, so swinging each leg forward and backward, then side to side, holding onto a wall for balance if needed. You can even do arm circles. Perform large forward and backward circles to help loosen the shoulders. Then you can even do some torso twists by gently rotating your upper body from side to side. Then moving on to the world's greatest stretch, a lunge with a torso rotation that opens up your hips and your back. Moving on to one of my favorites, the cat-cow. On hands and knees, alternate between arching and rounding your back to mobilize your spine. Now after you've done your whole training program and you're ready to cool down, you're going to do that post-workout static stretching. So after your workout, when your muscles are warm, hold static stretches to lengthen the muscles. Focus on areas that feel particularly tight. And you're going to hold them each for at least 20 to 30 seconds. So a great one is hamstring stretch. So either seated, reaching for toes, or standing, leaning forward at the waist. This is really great to help kind of stretch the back of your legs. You can also do quadriceps stretch. So standing and pulling your ankle towards your glute, use a wall for balance if needed. Then you can do your hip flexor stretch. So in a half kneeling lunge position, push your hips forward. Now you can also do a calf stretch, leaning against the wall with one foot back and your heel on the floor. Then you can finish with a chest opener by clasping your hands behind your back and gently lift them to stretch the chest and shoulders. Now, there are so many great exercises out there, and you just gotta find which ones work for your body. So, some key tips for success. The consistency is crucial. Flexibility gains are hard-won and easily lost. Daily stretching, even for a short time, is more effective than infrequent long sessions. You also really want to listen to your body. So you should feel tension, not pain. If it hurts, you have to ease off the stretch. You don't want to pull your muscle either. And remember guys, make sure you breathe. So breathing normally and deeply into the stretch, this helps your muscles actually relax. And lastly guys, remember to target your needs. So you want to pay extra attention to the muscles that are tight from daily activities. So kind of like an example, your hip flexors and chest if you're sitting at a desk all day. So by incorporating a few targeted movements for 5 to 10 minutes each day, you can significantly improve your flexibility over time, guys. So welcome to day 1, guys. We are going to call this program the Fight Program because even though we're dealing with injuries and emotional stress and all kinds of things, we are still fighting, we are still pushing, and we are doing our very best each day.
Alright guys, so that completes day 1 of my newest program. I decided to completely change out my program as I definitely have a shoulder rotator cuff injury. And with the 2 broken bones in my foot, I just can't do the same workouts until I see the specialist to kind of figure out what's going on. So playing it safe, definitely doing different types of exercises to help me stay on track, but to also be mindful of my injuries, help me recover, but still push hard enough in the gym to maintain and still hopefully progress over time. So you'll see, definitely not going to use my shoulder as much in kind of the upper movements there, as that's when I tend to get pain. And then I'll be adjusting the ankle stuff, just kind of doing it with sort of how I feel each and every day. Standing seems to be okay right now. I'm just being mindful of how much weight I put on my foot just to not further damage my ankle, I guess. The areas that my foot is broken in is actually the midfoot area. So things with like balance and stuff I definitely have been struggling with. I feel like I'm getting kind of hip pains and back pains, and I think it's related to like babying my foot, trying to be extra careful. Just based off where my foot hurts is kind of like under the arch and in the midfoot. So I'm definitely not walking in the right position with my ankle, kind of more to the edges and outside of my foot. So just trying to get through this. My MRI went well last night, finished that. Waiting for the results still. The scan was like 50 minutes long, so felt like a long time and a lot of noise, but thankfully that's done. I'm just waiting to hear from the doctors now, hopefully getting an appointment with the specialist soon to kind of figure out this journey to recovery with my foot. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. It's your girl, Eva Storm. We'll see you next time. Bye. Lots of love. Alright guys, so today's workout was all about the lower body, keeping the ankles safe. So completed day 1. Today is Wednesday, October the 22nd. It's 1:27 p.m. I finished my workout. So yeah, feeling good. It's been really hard to stay motivated with the injuries and stuff, but I'm very proud of myself. I made it. I I even got 15 minutes on the elliptical. I find that's kind of the most gentlest form of cardio until I see my ankle specialist and kind of decide next steps. At least that helps me get my heart rate moving. It's really gentle on the foot. So I find about 15 minutes and then it's probably good enough. I just don't want to overdo it. So still keeping it light and easy. But obviously I need to get my body moving a little bit. I can't just do walking and little movements and stuff. I still need to do something. So yeah, definitely proud of myself these days. Hard to get my mind in the right place, but you know, we're getting there. I'll get into the new groove of my new program. I have 5 days written out. I'll keep it the same for a few weeks and just slowly kind of increase little things like the weight or, you know, the reps that I'm doing. So I'll keep journeying you guys through with me, showing you everything, my progress, letting you know what updates I get based on my injuries. I go for kind of like a scan of my shoulder on Saturday, so we'll kind of figure out with that pretty soon what's sort of going on. I find I'm really struggling. Anything with the arm coming up and out, when I have weights or different things like that, it tends to get really sore. So definitely rotator cuff. Hopefully it just needs a couple weeks to kind of recover. So taking it much easier. If I do anything lateral, it's going to be more like sort of like very light weights, stuff like that, keeping it very delicate. So yeah, we're just gonna head home, get some lunch in, yeah, just kind of chill out. I'm just feeling exhausted these days, tired, so just gonna catch up on some rest, maybe binge watch a little bit of TV. It is my day off, so I will just kind of chill out, guys. I'm gonna sit on the couch, enjoy. If I take a nap, I'll take a nap, but I doubt it because I usually wake up pretty early and I don't want to mess my sleep up for tonight. So we'll just catch you guys later. See ya.